Welcome to another episode of Pairfect, where passion meets purpose and every pairing tells a story. I'm Dinah Ventura. Today we're raising our glasses to a story that began with love, curiosity, and a shared taste for adventure. From strolls around Australian vineyards to creating wines made for the Filipino table. This pair has found a way to bottle not just flavor, but feeling. It's a tale of heart, partnership, and purpose. And the perfect pairing behind Hearts and Vines joins us today. Please welcome Justin and Cristalle Belo-Pitt.
Yay! Hi!
Thank you
We're
for
here.
having
We
us.
made it.
Yay!
Thanks for having us,
Thanks
Nina.
for having us.
Finally,
Yes.
and with your new baby.
Yes, we
Yeah.
are excited for you to try it, and we cannot wait to tell all of you guys about it.
Okay,
Yes.
so let's begin with what inspired both of you to enter the wine business.
Go ahead.
It was really somewhat of a pandemic baby, to be honest.
Oh.
When the pandemic hit, I actually took Crystal and our young family to Australia. So we spent over 2 years in Australia. But one of the things that we committed to do while we were there is looking at products and services and companies that we might bring back. So we wanted to make our time sort of worthwhile. And then at the same time, there was a bit of a trade war with Australia and China. So they put a very large tariff on Australian wine. So it was a little bit serendipitous because there was a lot of wine which was located in Australia, which was going to go to China, but is staying there. So the quality and the value was outstanding. And then obviously knowing what was available here in terms of the wine market and seeing what was available in Australia, I was like, well, we can do something a lot better, you know, for a similar price now. So that's when the first idea was born that we will make, we'll look at bringing in wine. But then the second point to that, we really couldn't find a wine that was really going to work specifically for Filipinos, like for that little bit more fruit forward, a little bit sweeter. So then it led us down this path of saying, well, why don't we make our own wine and let's make it specifically for the Philippines? And then we did the branding exercise and everything else. So what looked at being a little small project became a very large project.
I can imagine.
And then this Crystal was my palate, so she was my taster, because she's definitely new to wine, but was certainly curious and liked some of the things that we were doing. So with my perfect palate in hand, we created wines that Crystal loved, which were very much that sort of fruit forward and a little bit fresher and a little bit sweeter. And then we put them together with love for our friends in the Philippines.
I see.
Yes.
There you go. And it wasn't an easy, business to do. Like we literally thought of it the last year. We were in Australia from 2020, which is pandemic, all the way to 2022.
Okay.
Because I gave birth in 2020. So we had a young family, little kids, and we're like, okay, it was very, very safe in Adelaide, especially.
Yeah.
Borders were closed, zero COVID.
For the first year, no COVID.
Yes.
Yeah.
Compared to
Nice.
what the Philippines was experiencing.
Yeah,
And
We
so
were very lucky.
terrible,
Very lucky.
yeah, on the way out, on our second year there, we knew we were going to go home. And we were like, I'm going to miss this place. Maybe it's time to bring something special from this place and bring it back to the Philippines. So we started conceptualizing it in 2022 and we just launched it in 2025. It took a while, but we wanted to make sure that when we launch, it would be something that Filipinos would love.
Yes.
So, yeah,
And
that's
tell
why.
us about the brand, this name, Hearts and
Yeah.
Vines.
So we created the Hearts and Vines. Actually, it was something that the ad agency we got in Australia pitched,
Okay.
and it was a play on hearts and minds. So Hearts and Minds, Hearts and Vines,
Yes.
which Justin really, really liked.
I know I did. I like the play on words. Like we want to capture your hearts and minds through the hearts and the vines. But it's great. It ties in a little bit to our story.
Yes.
of Crystal
I
and
was
myself.
thinking the same thing, but maybe the name came from that.
Yeah, no, because hearts is definitely, I think, our love story. This tale of Australia and the Philippines, the tale of Justin and Crystal, and then how that love story is played out across two different countries. For me, it's also about the passion that's gone into the project. I mean, it's taken a lot of time and a lot of heart to do this, and so that's reflective of that. But then also on the vine side, I think that's really a reflection of the effort and the quality And after 20 years in hospitality, a lot of knowledge that's also gone into these products. So it's a good combination. Yes, it's about Crystal and Justin, and yes, it's about a love story. But the vines, to
I
me,
love it.
yeah, it very much emotes, what we've tried to do here. Not only just in terms of the quality of the wine, but the packaging has been specifically designed for our friends here in the Philippines. We're trying to, make wine easier and more approachable in terms of what we're doing with the label. So there's a lot of thought and a lot of effort and a lot of time that's put into making these the best they possibly can be. So yes, hearts and vines. So hearts, and then the wine itself speaks to the vines.
Yeah. And even that concept of hearts and vines, it comes out in, like Justin said, the packaging. So you know how Filipinos love a love story.
Yes. Yes.
Especially kung afam love story. Diba? Ganyan yung mga babae dito sabi, okay, afam love story. So ito yung heart, made with love in Australia, especially for our friends in the Philippines, love Justin and Crystal. Pero for example, dito, in this particular bottle, which is Sauvignon Blanc, ito yung vine, fresh lemon and lime flavors with luscious, sweet passion fruit, soft and round with a pleasing lemon meringue finish. Ayun. So
Delicious.
each bottle is really a heart, and it has the vine factor. And like what Justin said, we really try to specifically make it friendly for our Filipino friends. Ang gusto naming makapture is the first-time wine drinkers.
Yeah.
Right? And so, usually, when you go on the shelf, you get overwhelmed. And this is me, because I
It's
don't
intimidating.
drink
Yeah, it is.
wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't drink wine. I don't know. We didn't
French
grow-
labels, Spanish labels,
Italian.
Italian.
Exactly. And we
Chilean.
didn't grow up naman sa vineyards, right? So hindi naman natin alam what is Sauvignon Blanc, what is Shiraz, what is it? Like what is the difference between grapes?
She
We
still
don't know that.
doesn't know. But
I
that's
still
okay.
don't know it. But
Learning,
anyway,
learning,
so
learning.
what Justin tried to do here with our beautiful aesthetically pleasing and looking label
Agree.
is
Yes.
when you go to the shelf and makikita mo sila lahat, unang-una, it stands out. Kasi super,
Yes.
di ba, color blocking niya. But secondly, we don't highlight the variant. What we highlight is the adjectives.
The taste.
The
Profile.
taste. So for example, for this Sauvignon Blanc, ang hina-highlight natin is luscious, fruity white. And yung Sauvignon Blanc, napakaliit. Because Filipinos don't naman understand and know what Sauvignon
The
Blanc is.
terminology.
Absolutely. So kung you're a first-time wine drinker ka, meron kang girl na gustong i-impress, you go to the wine section kasi magpipicnic kayo tonight. And you're just like, I need help being guided.
Yeah.
But our labeling can help you
Yeah,
already.
makes it easy for
Makes
first
it easy to understand ano yung nasa laman. Ano yung laman, ano nasa loob ng wine bottle.
Shall we try?
Of course.
Yeah,
Let's.
What should we start with? We'll go
So you
white,
brought-
red, and then
Yeah.
pink.
So
I think
how
so,
many
yes.
different kinds of wines do you
We actually have
produce?
we have 8 in total, but at the moment we have 5 in the country, so more on the way in. We have a great distribution partner, so these were the 5 that they wanted to go with initially. So 5 different varieties. It's broken down into sweeter styles because we know that
Filipino.
a lot of Filipinos just love things that are sweet, right?
I say I have the Jollibee spaghetti palette.
Yes.
Diba? Which is, everyone in the Philippines has a
Yeah.
Jollibee spaghetti palette. So, when he brought me to wine tasting, he goes, what do you think? Tapos, yung mga adjectives niya, he's like, oh, it's so rounded. It's so, the acid level, blah, blah, blah. Ako, yung reply ko lang sa winemaker is, good.
Yes, that was her adjective. Yummy
I don't know.
Not so?
or not so yummy.
I feel it here, up there. Yeah, I really, which is good. It is, because I am the target market, right?
Yeah.
A beginner drinker that really doesn't know anything about wine, but wants to explore a new world,
Yeah.
wants to go on an adventure. And it's just like the same way that Filipinos are very conscious, curious about coffee now. Diba?
Yes.
Roast, whatever. I don't even know the
culture.
coffee. So, but
There's culture.
No, I
there's
think-
so many
yeah.
coffee culture. Like we felt like, oh, the Filipino palate is ready for an exploration, for an adventure,
Yeah.
and sa halagang 499 per bottle. Can you
Imagine.
imagine?
Okay, so let's try it.
let's do
Yes,
it.
try.
Can you describe to us as we
Sure.
try it?
So it's a
Darling?
2024 Sauvignon Blanc. So it's coming out of South Australia, primarily sort of Riverland and the Riverina areas. We've also paired a little bit of Semillon in there, which is another grape variety, which kind of rounds out the Sauvignon Blanc, which can be a bit grassy and a bit herbaceous and a little bit acidic. So the Sauvignon Blanc gives us that more lusciousness and a bit more tropical sort of fruit in that passion fruit in there. So, but also super approachable wine. So it's really friendly. It's not a wine when you drink, you'd be like, oh, wow,
What was
you know,
that?
alcohol or acidity or all these
Smells
things.
good.
That's good. That's a good start. Yeah. And then we've made it to pair with Filipino food very much. We did a great Instagram series where we put it with some lechon, and it was
We call
fantastic.
it Dare to Pair. So we went to Matteo Godicelli's restaurant, which is
Italian.
Tagiani's.
Tagiani, and then he
then
gave us, oh,
Conchino.
Matteo, ito dala namin, Dare to Pair. Ano pa-pair mo dito? Then he paired. And we brought it also to Marvin Agustin's restaurant. Oh, Marvin, ito, Dare to Pair. Ikaw naman.
Great.
So he brought us lechon.
Yeah.
So perfect with this is lechon.
What would be perfect?
Yes, no, we put it with lechon and it did great. Mainly because it has a nice balance. So obviously lechon's quite fatty and quite rich. So we have
Really
a little bit of acidity there, but also fruit to carry through the richness and the fat. So it was a great combination there. So yeah, you're seeing Sauvignon Blanc. You're getting that
This is good.
lemon lime.
Like it.
Oh, we got a happy customer. Yes.
I think I'll buy this.
Very good. I will send you some. Yeah, so lemon lime obviously from the Sauvignon Blanc, but then we've nicely rounded it out and got a little bit of that passion fruit from the Semillon. So you get a very friendly wine. There's a nice little fruit sweetness there, but then also it kind of cleanses the palate at the end.
Fresh.
Yes, nice and fresh. So yeah, really specifically put together for the Philippines. So
Yeah. And it doesn't stay there too long. So you're ready for
You're
the
not-
next one.
yes.
Tuloy-tuloy, right? So I tell people nga, guys, ito yung math, okay? It's 499, 5 kayong girlfriends, 100 pesos each, and then pwede na kayong may pika-pika over something with
Netflix.
your Netflix and chill with 5 girlfriends with a bottle of wine, diba? So we want to be in the center of, to get together, celebrations, homecoming ng batch ko. So 25 years na ako out of school. Velada tawag namin in Assumption.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. So, it's like...
For me, I think it's also about leveling up those experiences.
Right.
Because if you sit down with your bocata, or if you're sitting down with
I
your
bring it to dance
family,
practice.
yeah, if you're celebrating,
Love
why not
it.
bring a bottle of
Good
wine?
idea.
And then you level up that experience,
Right,
right? So level up your lifestyle and really sort of make it even better than perhaps sitting down with a can of beer. Let's give wine a try, and let's really level up those celebrations and those engagements. Because what's in the glass, I think, is fantastic. And then we've made a product which is, can give you the confidence to choose because it's very clear what's on there.
It's really nice.
And then elevate those experiences with family and friends.
Perfect. So you were instrumental in the final product.
Okay, so the real story is, well, going back to the beginning, we were in wine country. So we wanted to escape COVID. Yung COVID nangyari March 15, 2020. Nanganak ako March 31, 2020.
Okay.
So mag-isa ako sa operating room. Like, it was chaos. No one knew what COVID was. And just that so much uncertainty given na meron kaming bagong baby.
Yeah.
So that's when Justin's like, that's it. We're leaving Manila.
Particularly
We're going-
because Adelaide, where I'm from, had zero COVID.
Zero COVID.
So it was
and
an
yes,
easy.
Welcome to another episode of Pairfect, where passion meets
And this break is brought to you by Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all for you. Union Bank, it starts with you.
Usapang OFW is the show that honors the journeys of our modern-day heroes, our OFWs. Join Chingmi Fernandez, John Dodson, and Rafi Ayang every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. to hear the real stories behind the sacrifices. Watch it live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. Want to hear from thought leaders shaping our world? Straight Talk with Chito Lazada and Ted Montelibano dives into leadership, politics, and business every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Catch conversation live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok.
And this break is brought to you by Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all.
Uncertainty given na meron kaming bagong baby.
Yeah.
So that's when Justin's like, that's it. We're leaving Manila.
Particularly
We're going-
because Adelaide, where I'm from, had zero COVID.
Zero COVID.
So it was
and
an easy decision to make.
His parents were there, and I honestly have never really lived outside of the Philippines. I was so,
It was a challenge.
I was like, sure has. Dadalhin mo si Yaya, ha? Yeah, right. How the hell is Yaya gonna get a visa, right? But anyway, he pretended that kasama si Yaya.
Yeah, I
To
lied.
get you there
So
now.
now we had to be there 2 years with no help. Anyway, so we were living in Adelaide, which is very close to the Barossa Valley.
McLaren Vale, Barossa Valley, Eden Valleys, Clare
Lahat ng
Valleys.
well-known winery
Wineries,
nandun, katabi namin.
Super famous.
And he
yeah.
was like, alam mo, of course in English, alam mo, sayang naman, nandito ka na. Drink na wine because you're here already. It's like the best place. It has the best wine. I'm like, I can't get over the alcohol. Like, I cannot. It's too alcohol-y for me. And I'm not a big drinker. I drink socially, but I don't really look for alcohol taste, right? And then one day, he gave me Moscato.
Try this, yeah.
Try this. And I was just like, oh my God, ang sarap-sarap nito. And then I was just like, okay, Justin, if we can do this below 500 pesos, we can share this to the Filipino people. Because for me, it's also the same market as Belo Sun Expert.
I
Belo
know.
Sun Expert's like 500 to 700 pesos, right? So
Bello
kaya ng
Essentials, yeah.
Filipino yan. And it's kind of talking to the same girls, wanting better quality of stuff, you know, like wanting,
That's right.
you know, something to make them feel special. They invest in themselves. They have, you know, so it's kind of the same market. So it's like, we'll make it happen. Then when I started talking to Pinoys, especially in Australia, like, they drink na yung mga Shiraz, Sauvignon Blanc, but saan ka nagsimula? Palaging Moscato. Moscato.
The
Everyone
sweet.
started
Okay.
with Moscato.
And some of them never left Moscato.
I'm
Yeah.
never leaving Moscato.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite ever.
All right. So let's talk
so,
more
yes, so
about
that's
the
how it
creative
started.
process.
Yeah,
How you came up with
yeah.
all the different types of wines that you're
Wine.
producing after Shark Night.
All right.
And this break is brought to you by Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. SM, we've got it all for you. Union Bank, it starts with you.
Usapang OFW is the show that honors the journeys of our modern-day heroes, our OFWs. Join Chingmi Fernandez, John Dodson, and Rafi Ayang every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. to hear the real stories behind the sacrifices. Watch it live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. Want to hear from thought leaders shaping our world? Straight Talk with Chito Lazada and Ted Montelibano dives into leadership, politics, and business every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Catch conversation live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and Daily Tribune Official on TikTok.
Welcome back. You're still on Pairfect with Justin and Cristalle Belo-Pitt. All right. So,
I'm a Pitt. She's a Bello.
Yeah.
yeah.
because we all know
Crystal,
Cristalle, yeah.
Yes.
It's like
yes.
always said together. Okay.
Definitely just a Pitt over here.
Okay,
yes.
so going back to our discussion about your wines. So have there been any surprising reactions or memorable moments from people trying your wines for the first time?
So we actually, where I bring it is sa mga mommy events. Kasi crowd ko yun, right? So I'm like, oh, modern parenting. Oh, sige, sample tayo dito ng wine. And then momshies are just like, ang sarap niya. And funnily enough, one of the sponsors also of that modern parenting event is
Ninja.
Ninja slushy machine.
Okay.
So, Ninja said, can I send you a slushy machine? Gawan mo ng frosé. And so, I made frosé at home with one bottle. 20 minutes naging frosé na siya. And everyone liked the concept so much. In the recent parang bazaar, Momzilla Bazaar, they said, can we buy wine from you? And then we'll sample the frosé.
Okay.
Merong bumibili ng slushy machine dahil type nila ang
Galing.
frosé.
That was your creation.
Pink Moscato. Yeah. I mean, I used to have a friend who would do it as a businessy frosé, but she stopped na. So medyo dun din ko nakuha yung idea na, this would be really yummy. It's a different way to drink it also, right?
Yeah, it's great. Great for the Philippines. Great for the weather.
Right.
So you can imagine having a pool party or having a dinner with friends and it's hot outside. Frosé is just perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
Super. And a lot of now I know the wines that we make because there's a sweet set and there is the dry set, right? So the sweet set is more for beginners like me. But actually the people who, like you guys, seasoned wine drinkers, who drink the wine, parang when they try the sweet, what do they say?
No, I mean our pink rosé, which we're going to try, which was the one we used in the frosé. A lot of people who, like myself, or people who are more traditional wine drinkers, they try the pink in particular, and they're like, yes, this is sweet, but the balance is amazing. The acidity makes it nice and fresh. It's a really refreshing, beautiful pink Moscato.
Yeah.
So a lot of, my friends who are guys and red wine drinkers and everything else, they try that and they go, this is actually really good. Like I drink this by the pool.
You mean to say that men would not normally choose a rosé?
No, they wouldn't normally drink a Moscato. Yeah. So Moscato is the sweetest of wines. And this is a pink Moscato. But I think what makes it pink is it spends a little bit of time sitting on the skins when they're crushed.
Right.
But that gives it a lovely brightness and acidity. To the pink. So yeah, I'm more than happy and more than proud to put this in front of my friends who only drink red wine and say try it, and then they're pleasantly surprised about
I'm really curious now
wine.
about like the process, like how you came up with each
Variant.
and everything, the bottle, from the contents to the bottle to the design.
Yes.
How did
Well,
that
it's all
come about?
him. So I'll leave it to him.
Well, I knew if we were going to do it and make our own brand, we needed to sort of cover enough of the market, which meant you needed to have some whites and some reds. And then understanding the Filipino palate a little bit, then I was like, right, we have to have a sweet white and then a more traditional white. So straight away I knew, I was like, okay, we're going to have 4 or 5 wines already. And then we also added a sparkling, which is on its way, which is great. So then, you're hitting 6 and 7. So we decided, outside of obviously the white, the sweets, then in the traditional wines, we have 2 whites, 2 reds, and then we have a full range, which, allows us when we enter a supermarket or anything like that to be available on all the places where I like sweet wine. Oh, there's Hearts and Vines. Or I like traditional Pinot Grigio. There's Hearts and Vines. So we have that coverage, which I think is important. And then it became a process for me. I was lucky in the sense I grew up in wine country, so a lot of people I went to school with or the families that I knew in winemaking or winemakers themselves or in horticultural, so they're growing grapes, worked some of those contacts and then, started to get some growers and some producers and some winemakers that were doing this sort of quality wine on a larger scale. So this is obviously when you're making a wine for less than 500 pesos, the goal is to sell a lot of it, because the margins,
volume.
the margins are tight. So I was looking at that volume producer, but that can also maintain that quality we were looking for. So we went. and this speaks to how long the process took. Went through quite a few different winemakers to find obviously the one we settled with, but they're huge. They crush 70 million tons a year, the third biggest in the country. So the the volume that they do, but also the quality that they do. Like they're partnered with some very well known brands that you would know, but I'm not going to mention here because it's Hearts and Vines.
Purely Hearts and Vines.
Yeah, but so then you have the confidence of they'll definitely have the volume and the grapes that you're looking for. But that winemaking skill is at the very highest level. And there's also that flexibility in terms of that volume to make these type of wines. So we didn't bring our sweet red, for example. That's a blend of 7, 8 different varieties just to get this perfect sweet red wine. So having that winemaker with that flexibility and that reach then allows us to pretty much do what we want in terms of making the wine. So once we've decided, obviously we need sweet and we had dry, then we went to the traditional grapes that everyone knows, and that ended up with a range. And then it was conceptualizing, how do we present these individual wines so that the bottle really reflects what's in the wine inside. And that's how we got to this branding, and that's how we got to these descriptive labels rather than grape variety.
Yeah.
So
now I understand.
yeah, sort of made the wine, and then we said, right, how do we make these descriptive, very approachable labels? And as I said off camera, we did use a great agency in Australia who were fantastic, but this idea of these Pantone colors was actually mine. It's how I briefed them. And then we ended up going back to it.
To your
Let's
idea.
make her try another purple.
Yes.
Purple, the red.
The purple.
So
bottle.
we, it was interesting. We went through like a 12-month process, and then ended up with my first idea. But we're so happy it ended up here because it ticks all the boxes of what we wanted to do in terms of the wine. So
this is a Shiraz.
Shiraz.
For mga
Yes.
seasoned wine drinkers like you.
Let's put
My
it up.
friends use this pate. Like, they don't feel bad to cook like a bolognese sauce or
right.
something, right?
It's
with
very fruity.
wine. And then they drink while they're cooking.
Yeah.
So that's
the
the
best way.
cuento
Sounds
that
lovely.
they tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is more traditional wine. So this is the Shiraz, again, out of southeastern Australia. It's a 2021, so it's actually had a bit of age, which is great for wines at this price point. But again, we've made it very friendly for Filipinos. So it's going to be really fruity. It's not going to be sort of overly tannic
Yeah.
and dry.
I don't like it when it
Yeah.
lingers.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
I was
I was
saying.
like, I can still feel it here. I know. So
Yeah.
we went to Australia a couple of
How do you
times
do that though?
to meet with a winemaker, just to make to give him feedback on what we like and what we don't like.
How do you remove that lingering
Aftertaste.
after?
It's all the magic of the winemaking process, but
Yeah, magaling.
honestly, it's retaining sweet. It's retaining
This is good.
the fruit characters at the beginning, and then keeping a bit of sweetness in the wine, and that helps carry that tannins. And it's a wine made without any time in oak. So a lot of the wines that you might try, particularly French or Spanish or Italian,
Right.
they make the wine, they put them in these oak barrels,
Which gives it that.
and that gives it that tannic flavor, which is kind of like when you get very, very dry in the cheeks, and the sun it gets very, very tart.
Some
So
people like it.
yeah, I mean, I love wines like that for that reason, because they're that style. But this one doesn't see any oak, so which makes it really, really friendly and really approachable. Great for
that's the
first-time
difference.
drinkers.
I
or-
see.
Yeah.
And what about the volume alcohol?
This one's our highest. This is at
14.
14.
It's there, yeah. There.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There you
14.
go.
So the Shiraz is our highest. So that came from a vintage which saw lots of sun. So, but the whites are obviously a little bit less because we retain
The sugar.
the sugar. Yeah, yeah.
Now, if you notice, like back to the creative process, parang yung labels, right? So, mukha siyang Pantone,
I love
right?
it.
And
yeah.
that's what Justin was saying, that was his original idea. And what I like about it is the color of the label becomes the variant. Because imagine your typical tita in the Philippines. Oh, yung Hearts and Vines, bilan mo yung anong
Yung-
variant po, tita? Yung pink.
Ah.
Yeah.
Diba? Or
Perfect,
yung
perfect.
purple. Like,
Uh-uh.
it's
Yeah.
purple. Or Yung isa naman, yung sweet na red, is red yung kulay ng label niya. So, yan yung tatatak sa
Yeah.
isip niya. So, I felt like that was such a genius move
Yeah.
in terms of marketing and Justin's.
And the
Very
color-
recognizable also.
And the color reflects the wine. Like
Yeah.
the pink Moscato is the pink label. This Shiraz is quite jammy and it's a little.
So it's orange, and then there's a
Fits
yellow
the purple
for
and-
the yellow, pink, the white Moscato.
Yeah. So it's like I said, we put a lot of thought into it. So it's I'm
Yeah,
glad it's
talagang
worked out.
baby namin, third
Oo
baby.
nga. I love
hearts and
it. I'm so
minds.
proud of you
Yeah.
guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
So finally, like a wine that's born out of this
Yes, love story.
Yes.
love story and union of ideas
Yes.
and input. Great.
Yes,
Very
yes,
inspiring.
Yes. And
So-
it's something like we feel from a business perspective in the same way that my mom gifted me with a legacy business that, like I will take care of Bello because that's who my mom is and I want her legacy to live on, diba?
Right, right.
Parang this is something that we can give our children.
I
It's a business
know.
option that, if they want to pursue it, then they can.
Yeah.
It's who they are. They're half Filipino, half Australian. It's the gift of Australia to the Philippines, right?
Yeah.
So, just such a beautiful story
Yeah,
as
I
well.
know.
Yes. And if you try it, I know you'll love it. So go try it. Yeah.
So right now you have 5
Yes.
available in the Philippines.
Yes.
And you said there are 3 more coming.
Mm.
So what's next after that? Like after everything is here, what
Yes.
else do you have?
I have something
In the pipeline.
I have something in the pipeline. Because while I appreciate these wines for the quality that they are, they're not the type of wines that I would normally drink. So I like much more traditional wines. So I'm thinking of that next level that's going to come after, which will be obviously there's a great value at $499.
It is.
Yeah, something in the 700-800 peso range. Something
Not
that's
bad.
from a little bit more renowned winemaking, like something you might know, like a McLaren Vale or something. And then really help people go on that journey. So start here,
That's
Yep.
nice.
enjoy these wines,
That's nice.
and then we'll have them.
Yeah, when you're ready to move to the next, we'll launch the next level. For you
Yeah.
guys,
Hearts
yeah.
and Vines will,
So-
will still be there.
Yes, yes,
Great.
For the newbies.
That's right.
What about any collaborations, partnerships with restaurants? Do you have that?
Yeah,
too?
so currently we did that series called Dare to Pair, which was really cute. We even partnered with Jabronis,
Yes,
Beef
Ah, the
Bar,
beef bar. Yes,
um,
Cashmere.
Cashmere,
You can
Wow,
actually
really?
buy us a cashmere. You can enjoy us a
and
cashmere.
Las Flores. So we just
Yeah.
wanted to show Pinoys that any the kind of dish, you can actually pair it with wine and it'll taste good.
Yeah, so Filipino food, definitely, these wines were made for Filipino food. And then also the things that we enjoy as a family, like a burger night or a pizza night, and how wine actually translates really well. If you pick the right one, it can really elevate the experience. So that was a fun series, yeah.
Yeah. So we're hoping to open. Currently, we're exclusively available in SNR, but I guess the next project is to really widen the footprint of distribution. So it's
Business,
being
business.
available in the grocery that's
Nationwide,
near. Yeah.
maybe? Are you going?
SNR's nationwide already.
Already,
So at least we are already in Cebu. We're in Davao. We're in
36
Iloilo.
stores, yeah. So that's
So
quite
at least
extensive.
we already have the nationwide footprint, but hoping that we can also venture out into the non-club, diba? Because it's very membership.
Malls and wine stores.
Yes.
Yeah, just more supermarkets, I think.
Supermarkets.
So we're closer
Correct.
to more people. And then also
Taking them off the shelf.
yes, and then
And
also
so we're
more
also
restaurants, more bars, all that stuff.
Yes,
Yes.
creating something specifically for events. So
I see.
whether it's
Yes.
bridal,
Oh, love
Don't give
wedding.
away too much.
okay,
Yeah.
something.
Something exciting.
So
But it's-
something exciting.
It's the first time anyone's seen anything like it in the
Oh,
Philippines.
can't
So,
wait to see that.
Yeah, geared towards obviously events, but it's also going to be a great vehicle for us to promote the brand. So it's really in line with this fun lifestyle, very approachable sort of position that we've taken, and we're going to use that and have this. This thing we've created to be able to take it to many more people, many more locations, and just celebrate Hearts and Vines with the people. And that's
I
what we
think
want to
it's-
do. Yeah.
I think the brand is coming up with its own personality in a way.
Yes.
Even at this point, it's coming to that. So before we end the show, I have so many other questions to ask you, but we only have so much time.
It's
But
all right.
maybe
We can
Have
come
us
back.
again.
Yes,
come back.
please.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
please. Maybe you'd like to invite the viewers
Yes.
or tell us more about. Or
Okay,
where
so
can
to everyone who's watching, we would love for you to try our wine, Hearts and Vines.
Yes.
And it is available in.
SNR. So we're in SNR at the moment, but you're going to see us in the supermarket near you soon.
We're also in Grab and
Yes.
Shopee, Lazada.
Yes,
Through
through
SNR.
through SNR. So if you don't have a SNR membership, that's okay. Hit us up on Grab or Shopee Lazada as well,
Nice.
so you can get the opportunity to try. And then yeah, I think the message is very much be bold, be brave, and give it a try because you're gonna love it.
Love it.
Yeah, for every win, for every sorrow, good times, bad times, we got you. We'll be with you guys, and yeah,
Try.
definitely in the middle of all the conversations. Hopefully, with the hearts.
Oh,
and
sorry.
minds.
Also,
great.
check our website, heartsandbiteswine.com. We have food pairings on there. We have some wine cocktails, a whole bunch of recipes, and then also Hearts and Vines on our Instagram. I also get out there and cook, so I apologize for that. So we do some wine-based recipes and all those sort of fun
That's
type of
so
things.
great.
So
Lifestyle brand.
yeah, so you'll see us in online and across the different socials. So we hope you come and check us out.
Thank
That's
you
it.
so
Well, thanks so much, Tina, for having us.
Such a fun conversation. So much fun getting to know the brand and the two of you also.
Yes.
So what a refreshing conversation. Just like a perfectly chilled bottle shared among friends. So Cristalle and Justin, thank you again for joining us and sharing not just your story, but your passion for creating a wine experience that's both world-class and proudly Filipino.
I like that.
And to our viewers, may you continue to find inspiration in every sip, every story, and every perfect moment. Until next time, this is Dinah Ventura reminding you that every partnership begins with passion.